some sound over here.
You are a part of the Ace and TJ radio family.
Go.
This is launch control.
Let's synchronize, shall we?
Ready. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
Live from the Calitrin Studios, this is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
It is.
If you're just waking up, then you're waking up to a beautiful, wonderful day. Don't let anybody tell you that you're supposed to be sad today just because it's called Blue Monday. You just show those people and you go out and have fun. Have a wonderful day. Tell them they don't know what they're talking about.
What it did say, eat some dark chocolate. Make you feel better today or something?
Yeah, that would not make me feel better.
It's not the news, it's more important. Now trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ show.
It's a lot of football talk. Pittsburgh Steelers are going to play the Buffalo Bills this afternoon, and then the Eagles and the Bucs tonight at 8:15.
I mean, that's pretty exciting. 4:30 today. We got NFL playoff football, man.
Middle of the day. That is fun.
Come on.
People leaving work. Yeah, people leaving work maybe a little early to check that out.
In Buffalo, people aren't even going to work today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's MLK Day, but it's still not even bothering to go.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so a lot of people are already off work. So that's perfect timing to enjoy some football. So everybody's talking about that. Right now, the top trending topic is the Cowboys lost again. People seem to love when the Cowboys lose. What is it about the Cowboys that everybody seems to all unite and hate? Why is that?
I think because Dallas fans are so unbelievably obnoxious.
Is that it?
They think they are so much better than they really are. They haven't won anything in 3 decades.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're 12-5 the last 3 years. You have 1 playoff win. Mm-hmm. You're losers. Let's say the Cowboys are losers. They haven't won anything.
Jimmy Johnson was at halftime. He was fired up. I saw this video of him talking with the other Fox Sports guy or Fox football guys. And he was his lip was quivering as he was talking about what they should be doing in the second half.
Well, they do that thing where they ask him, like, what would you say to the team at halftime right now? And so he was kind of supposed to be acting out what he would do if he were still the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
He really got into character. There's no doubt about it, man.
I love it when the football commentators do skits.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a skit kind of.
Always great.
Love it.
Especially on those ESPN shows where they all get out there and they're in front of a green screen doing something.
Yeah.
Or when they used to put them like they were arguing at lecterns, from across the thing, like a debate class or something. Always good when you put the ex-football players in skits.
And kind of football related, football adjacent. We don't know. The story was out that Travis and Taylor were going to get engaged this summer. Turns out we don't even know that. That's not true. Sources close to the couple say there's no plans like that happening. So TMZ has reported this. And
they've only been dating for like 3 months.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't sleep a wink last night thinking this was imminent. So I'm glad to hear that they at least haven't told their respective teams about engagement plans this summer. Oh, what are we doing?
But isn't she moving in with him?
I heard that. That's never going to work.
Do we know that to be fact?
No, that's what I'm asking. I heard that.
So is she going to move to Kansas City?
That's what I
can't
heard.
See that happening.
America's sweetheart in America's heartland.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But look, I'm sure I'll find out before the end of the day. As much digging as I do on this Taylor Swift and the control that she has just taken over the NFL. I just love it. Love it.
It's very serious. So there's a lot of football talk happening this morning. But heads up, if you're a teacher, you can go to Sonic this week and get a bunch of free stuff. Tomorrow, you get a free large drink or a slush. Is it National Teachers Week or something? But every day this week, they're giving out free stuff. Free breakfast burritos on Wednesday, free small cold brews on Thursday, and Friday you get a free order of French toast sticks. If you're a teacher, just bring your teacher ID.
Do you get to upsize it if you have green hair?
I don't know. Hey, green hair, you get an extra large cherry limeade. Route 44, I think is what they call it, the big one. There's a guy that got into an altercation with a Domino's delivery driver, and it was really ugly. Maybe you've seen the viral video. I'll share it with you coming up next.
Miss part of the show? Just download it. Get the Ace and TJ podcast on any platform. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
It's more than just a great room that makes the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte such a special hotel. It's the great restaurants, the great bar, the great meeting rooms, and a superior location. Make reservations and get details at acetj.com/Hyatt.
When it's time for you to upgrade any of the furniture in your house, the first thing you need to do is check out Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. You're going to love the people that run Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress and find them.
Miss any part of today's show? Catch up anytime on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Ace TJ Prime, get signed up. It's free. acetj.com/prime. It's the way to get invited to upcoming live events, Ace and TJ experiences. You can play Ace TJ rewards and win great prizes just for listening to the show and watching the show and doing all the things you love with the show. And then we also have Ace TJ Prime Plus, exclusive programming, commercial-free audio and video of the Ace and TJ show. And it's a lot of fun. acetj.com/prime. There's a guy that goes by the name Freedom Hustler on TikTok, which is already annoying. But he basically talks to people about how to pick up extra real estate and turning them into Airbnbs. And he's got a big beard and the undercut. He wears tight shirts. You know the type. And he's on TikTok, and he's got a big following. And he posted this video from his Ring doorbell. I don't know where he lives, but they were getting a lot of snow at his house, like a foot deep. And he posts this Ring doorbell camera of a Domino's delivery driver walking up to his front door, dropping off one pizza and a box of maybe breadsticks or something like that. And the Freedom Hustler says, hey, thanks a ton. And the Domino's delivery driver says, yeah, whatever, for the S-word $2 tip. You know what? I should have had you guys come to the effing store. That's what he said. Good. And then Freedom Hustler responds, good thing I got this on film. Good job losing your job. And they continue trading words as the Domino's delivery driver trudges back out to his car in the snow. So on the surface, it looks like the Domino's delivery driver is in the wrong, even if it was a $2 tip. You can't be cussing at people about how little tip you received. But the reaction to the TikTok online is the complete opposite. People are saying it's a 20%. He says, I actually gave him $5, but it was a 20% tip. And if you're going to make somebody come out in that kind of snow, it should be more than 20%. And they're just like ripping this guy apart, this Freedom Hustler guy. He calls Domino's corporate all on camera and says, hey, this is the interaction I just had. And he used the F word. And the Domino's customer service line was like, yeah, we've actually had problems with this delivery driver before, complaining about tips. And then tells the TikTok user, yeah, he's probably going to be fired for this. So people are just ripping this TikTok user apart, saying he didn't give enough of a tip for the conditions that the driver had to go through. That's never right?
Everybody can be wrong. I mean, the driver's wrong for the way he handled the situation. I do think in an extreme snow case, you don't want to get out. It would be a nice thing to do to give them a little extra tip. But he did give him 20%, which is kind of the going rate.
But the thing is if you're going to put it on the TikTok, then getting comments from people who haven't been taught right, you got to expect it.
Yeah.
So this guy had, if people telling him he's a cheapskate and he's in the wrong and all that. When you put it out there on social media, you're inviting those types of things. Yeah, from people who haven't been raised right, who don't know how to act.
Is 20% too much for delivery? That seems like more than you should give for a delivery.
It was a $5 tip. Somebody said because of the snow, it should have been a $10 tip, regardless of what the order was.
What? Well,
and I don't order a lot of food, so I don't know what the going rate is now for a pizza delivery. But people are saying it should have been a $10 tip regardless.
And I love how people just make up rules on the spot.
Yeah.
It was snowing. Oh, everybody knows if it's snowing, you give more than 20%.
Well, in this case, it was an extreme scenario. There was
Yeah.
more
It was like a
snow than
blizzard.
normal. It's a blizzard. It's not. The guy's not wrong for giving a 20% tip. But in this scenario, it would have been nice to have tipped him a little bit more.
Yeah.
But who's definitely wrong is the Domino's guy, is definitely wrong for the way he handled the situation.
Yeah.
That's kind of part of the job. It goes with the territory. Sometimes you get tipped great, sometimes you don't. I don't know how that works.
The TikTok user doubled down, though. He said, this video's already earned me $400. Ha, ha, ha. It was like, oh, my gosh, you put the phone down. I don't know. It's just kind of a wild situation. But Ace and TJ, here's a tip. What tip would you like to offer the rest of the world from something that you see is that it's not right that's going on in today's society? Ace and TJ, here's a tip at the Ace TJ Show. We'll get yours next.
It's a radio show, it's a podcast, and it's a TV show. Watch the Ace and TJ Show anytime. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We've worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. This one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right, cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies. When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to BradhamBrothers.com.
Available when you want, how you want, on the Ace and TJ family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
All right, here's a tip. You rat-faced little snitch, you. I'm just kidding. Here's a tip. What kind of tip would you like to share with the rest of the world? For example, here's a tip. No one cares that you're upset that someone looked at you in the gym. There's like a big backlash against people that try to expose others for looking at them in the gym. They just get ripped apart immediately. Here's a tip. Don't rely on restaurant patrons to watch your kids while you're dining in there. Things like that. So we've got a lot of these. Here's a tip. Be nice to the door person checking receipts when you go shopping. They're just doing their job and contributing to society.
Well, I know they are doing their job, but if they do their job in a polite manner, that's great. If they treat you like you're a criminal when you walk up, then not so great.
They're never really friendly.
No, most of them, to me, most of them are friendly, but I've encountered some that really aren't. I get it. You got to check it. That's no problem, but don't treat me like I'm a criminal.
Yeah.
I've never encountered one that acted anyway but nice. And
Oh, really?
The vast majority of them are nice, but I've had a couple before that are like, hold it, sir, I got to check it back. Like, well, I know that. Slow down.
Yeah. There's a woman up here that's very unfriendly. I've had a couple of run-ins with her.
Up here, up where?
At the big box store right down the street.
Okay, oh, really?
Yeah, she's really unfriendly. I don't know why. I smile at her. She just does not reciprocate at all. I don't know. What? Why are you shaking your head?
Is that all she does? Is not smile at you?
No, and she's pretty aggressive when she asks for my receipt. Yeah. But I always, give her the smile. It happens. If I stop to let you cross in front of me, then you better have knees to chest. Well, I don't know what that means.
Oh,
Let it go fast.
Yeah, move. Be moving.
Knees to chest. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick it up.
Run. I got you.
Get them going.
Here's a tip. A red light means stop. Sure, we can go right on red in this state, but you must stop first. It's not, I think I can make it, and then just keep going. That's causing wrecks. But then there's also people that say if you don't go quickly, then they're upset too. If you don't turn right on red quickly enough. You can't win.
Can't win.
Yeah, because everybody's always just looking for something to gripe about. Because they think griping all the time makes them seem intelligent.
Yeah. Here's a tip. Your kid's bad behavior isn't funny. Learn how to parent instead of posting videos of your little comedy star on social media.
There are a lot of cases where I see people post stuff on social media and think, why would you post that? Your kid's just being bad.
Yeah.
You know?
But if it makes money, I guess it's like out the window.
Yeah, I guess so.
Which I love.
Like this. Heather said, here's a tip. Nobody needs to know or cares about your relationship problems. Quit posting everything on social media.
Oh, I disagree. I think a lot of people care. If you're going through a rough patch, I think people want to know. I don't, but I know a lot of people do. It's funny. It is Blue Monday, and there's a reason that you're feeling a little bit down, and it's got nothing to do with the date at all. And I'll tell you what it is coming up next.
Live on your radio and anytime you want on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Today, every company is a technology company, but becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you have CompuCom to guide you, a proven leader in managed IT services. They'll do more than just get you ready for today. They'll get you ready for tomorrow. Go to CompuCom.com for details. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Join the Stowe Family YMCA for the 2023 Fall Festival Family Game Night. It's a nostalgic night where board games come to life, featuring trunk or treat, arts and crafts, a bounce house, and more. It's Friday, October 27th, 5 to 7 p.m. at the Stowe Family YMCA. Get more information at gastonymca.org.
From the Calitrin Studios, Calitrin is the safe and effective way to lose weight. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Go check out the Ace and TJ store at acetj.com. These crew neck sweatshirts, Ace and TJ hot sauces. We've got a listener named Renee who has purchased every piece of Ace and TJ merch, all the hot sauces, big customer of Omaha Steaks, supporting the Ace and TJ show. You love to see it. acetj.com/store.
Thank you, Renee.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
Today is Blue Monday, which I didn't even know, but I did wake up this morning and I had been in a funk since I woke up. And then I've come to find out it's Blue Monday, which means what? We're just supposed to be depressed today. It's the saddest day of the year.
Yeah, it's the most most depressing day of the year. A travel company came up with the formula in 2005, claimed it's the third Monday in January. No real science, but just that,
Just that you should go take a trip or something to get yourself in a better mood, because you are in a funk, because the travel company says you are.
Oh, that makes sense. So taking a trip, that would not bring me out of my mood. Hey, let's go on a trip right now. No, thanks.
Yeah, we could say it's Blue Monday because people are not listening to lighthearted, humorous podcasts.
Yeah.
And that's the way to get you out of the Blue Monday mood.
Yeah. And who wants to travel right after the holidays? Like, who's doing that? Or maybe it's cheaper. I really don't know. But I do know how I'm going to cure my blues. I just ordered a sandwich online for pickup.
No, you haven't done that in a while.
I haven't done it in a long, long time because I try never to eat out ever anymore. But today I need to do it because I got an annoying day. So I made a sandwich. That's how I'm going to overcome Blue Monday. But apparently I'm not alone. 93% of Americans feel a physical impact from what they consume. And they're talking about how the food coma, the term food coma should not be celebrated anymore.
Why?
Because what
Is it celebrated?
I think it's fun. It's like lighthearted, like, oh, I'm in a food coma, about to get in a food coma. And they're like, we need to change the narrative around food coma because that's really your body telling you didn't do it
too much.
Yeah, you did it the wrong way. Now, I think if you're going into a food coma every day or multiple times a week, that's probably not a good thing. And I don't think anybody would argue with that. But on Thanksgiving, you can't go into like a food coma. Christmas, a food coma.
I just love to see the work that people put into trying to find what their platform is going to be.
Yeah,
I need a platform, but that one's taken and that one's taken. And hey, I know what. Let's be anti-food coma.
Yeah,
that'll be our platform, and that'll make us matter.
Who's out there running around thinking that going into a food coma all the time is a good thing? You know it's not like...
And we're celebrating
Nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, we're celebrating the food coma.
Let's change the narrative about food comas. Well, I got news for you. I'm getting this fat sandwich today. I'm going into a food coma. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to get over this Blue Monday if it's the last thing I do.
What kind of sandwich did you go with?
It was the one that was on sale. It's like a turkey, ham, and cheese. So
But it's delicious.
I'd rather have a cheesesteak, of course, but it's on sale. Got to get it. So you can do it, guys. You can do it.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.